We did it! I finished the book.
It was, you've been, I wouldn't say complaining, but you've been kind of like, oh, this is going by like super fast. But chapters 16 to 20 plus the addendum plus the epilogue, kind of a lot for this episode.
It didn't actually seem like a lot. I think it's like fine. Because there wasn't a lot that happened in them. No, it's actually quite about a lot of stuff happened in them.
Yeah, well, the pacing was super fast, so.
Yeah.
But before we go forward, of course, this is Trust Me, It's Good. Episode 4, chapters 16 to 20, plus epilogue, plus addendum, plus whatever else.
16 to etc.
Yeah, 16 to end, as I said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Finishing the book. But yeah, we did it. We did it. And man, I am so sick of getting what I want. Yeah. Every one of my predictions has been correct. Every single one.
No. Every one of your desires has been
sorry, every one of my desires. That's really the only predictions that matter in my mind.
It's almost as if Will White knows exactly what nerds want.
Yeah, maybe. I'll accept that. I'm so happy they stole everything.
It's the rule of awesome is strong with this book.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay. Is there anywhere you want to start, or did we just go like?
I just wanted to bring that up because I just really wanted to bring that up. For some reason, like my memories of like chapters, it's actually chapters 16 to 20, right? Like not 15.
Yeah.
Is that I'm remembering stuff from last time, and I'm like trying to remember if that was the stuff that happened last time or within the last 5 chapters.
Yeah. So where it starts with this episode is chapter 16. He's basically like healed-ish enough. By the like midnight or something like that in the Hall of Medicine.
Yeah, he's at 1 hit point.
Yeah. He's like, I can walk. So he goes out into like the most dangerous place a Foundation could possibly be.
Yeah.
And there's remnants out here. Guess I'll have to deal with it. And surprisingly makes his way without getting mauled to the little cavern thing.
Yeah. And then he finds the literal edgelord. No, actually, I guess that's her.
She's pretty close.
Yeah, she's an edgelord in training.
Yeah.
Her senpai is the real edgelord, the ghost edgelord.
I would like to, it's too early, but there's like really good fan art of her that basically, I think, encapsulates exactly how fucking edgy she is. But
she's I still believe she has a bowl cut.
Yeah, and
she cuts her own hair, and if you've ever seen anybody who cuts their own hair, it's impossible. They don't show themselves.
Unless there's this is a worse thing, but unless she has like a tier, basically a step down, behind her ear, and then it's straight from there. Like that'd be even uglier, I think.
Yeah.
But, it's not ugly. It's just a little bit kind of like
her hairstyle is probably an acquired taste.
Yes, it's not bad. A bowl cut's not.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I think it's great. Yeah, she was super cool. I liked the little soul promise they did. And like how he wasn't sure of like the actual implications of that.
It's done.
He's like, all right, I don't know what I'm getting into. I was like, I won't explode or anything, right? What if I break the word of the promise, but not the spirit of the promise? Do I still die?
It's like Iron Man 2, where he realizes like, I'm fucking poisoned, aren't I? Shit.
No. I actually haven't seen that movie.
Huh? So basically,
we're not going to talk about it.
Not talking about it. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I liked the little soul promise and like him trying to explain like he's like, you don't understand. Like, are you from the sword people? Even better. Space lady sent me to tell you that I'm cool.
Which is like, she has the most appropriate reaction ever. Like, he's like, yeah, an angel sent me. She's like, you're fucking chipped in the head, boy.
He's like, you're either cracked or honest, but both of them I'm cool with.
Yeah, but you're not trying to kill me, which is actually, that's a good prediction. You were right about that prediction. Well, not quite. You did say he would befriend her, and he would tell her everything. He told her kind of most things. And she was like,
says he forgot. He was like, did the lady tell you what school I was in? Shit, she did tell me. Fuck, what was it again?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Swords. Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, like he's holding back certain things, but what was it? Yeah, she's just basically like, look, fine, you're not trying to kill me. It's cool, let's do this.
Yeah. So that was like cool, and then like eventually she is like slowly starting to believe him. Mm-hmm. So like he's getting out of the valley, and like that worked out.
Yeah, it takes a bit to like believe him though. She is not trustworthy.
Yeah,
it's like he literally this motherfucker, our little boy,
yeah,
takes a number 2 iron,
Face.
Takes number 2 iron out.
Yeah. No, yeah, he killed a fucking dude. Like, it was really like graphic and sad.
Yeah. I felt kind of bad for Durrett.
He's like, man, this is like not.
I don't want to do this. Is this what the sacred arts are?
Path of the don't look at it.
Path of remorse. There's got to be like a sage of remorse. Got like the sage of the endless sword. Sage of utter remorse.
Yeah.
Just hates everything about his path.
Sage of I didn't do anything wrong. Sage of I swear he fell on it.
That's pretty much Lyndon's like Sage is like I didn't do anything wrong. I was kind of forced to do this.
I was just holding out my spear and then he ran at me and then he stopped, so I had to stab him several times.
I'm just gonna wave my arms like this, and if you get in the way.
Yeah, pretty much. I really like this is kind of jumping. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do this chronologically this time instead of just sporadically jumping around like an idiot.
Okay.
All right. So like after he murdered said dude, yeah, they went back and then they did the thing, right? They stole everything.
Yeah. And it's. I really like that scene.
Don't do that. It'll alert the construct. Do what? Do this.
I really like that scene just because like he's like Lyndon. He's trying to be like a decent dude.
Yeah.
And Yaren just keeps every single turn. She's like, "No, we're fucking everything up. Yeah. Can I kill him? Can I kill him? No, Yaren, you can't kill him. Can I please kill him? No, fine."
Don't leave me to die. I'm the Millhouse of this group.
So yeah, no, I remember when I read this, I was like, I really hope like at some point we come back and see Elder Ram at some point.
Yeah,
because he's cool.
I'm just so happy they took everything. I get to see my little spirit boy, a little like pet thing they brought with him. He ate the flower.
Until doing this reread with you, I never thought this either. Another thing you could consider is like when they come back to Cradle. Not Cradle, what am I talking about? Sacred Valley.
Yeah.
Same idea. When they come back to Sacred Valley, they could go to the Grand Hall then.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
But, yeah, so they steal everything. They get their crappy flower.
Yeah.
Which actually kind of helps out quite a bit.
Yeah, I did. And then they fought that one dude, the Jade, who's like a child. The freaking child prodigy.
Yeah, Elder Whitehall.
And then freaking, he's just like, "There's no way, there's no way you're unsold. You're just a very good liar." And he's like, "Dude, I wish I was a good liar. I just fucking dope my way into like every scenario."
I like it was like, what was his response? It was literally like, "Gratitude for the compliment, but it's not fucking true, dude."
Yeah, I don't know.
You literally got your ass handed by a fucking foundation.
He's like, "Yeah, man, I don't know how this has been working. I don't know, man. It's been fine."
I really like Whitehall as like kind of an antagonist in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he just like, he basically, we could have, there was like, I almost feel like there's an alternate path, like an alternate story where Whitehall actually kind of like is still in the story. But no, that dude dead.
Yeah. Man, I do like how ambitious they were though. Like he's like, "No, I'm also gonna like try and like steal everything and like be really strong." It's like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, no, it's another little thing about the world, but like good characterization in the world. Like it's not just Lyndon and those immediately around him. Like no, Whitehall has got his own ambitions, right?
Yeah. Something I have a crazy theory actually that I want to get into right now. So the world's called Cradle because it's like for the younglings and stuff like that. But like obviously people grow old and die there. Mm-hmm. So like I don't know if it's like if you become like a practitioner who's so good that you can like escape Cradle, and if you escape Cradle, then you're no longer a child. Like that's like kind of what I see things like where I see things going.
Interesting. Didn't she at some point in this book, like, say what Cradle was named Cradle for?
Yeah, because, like, it's where all the children are, is what she said. But she did not elaborate on that. She was like, this is where all the kids are. I'm like, yeah, okay. Kids. All these wrinkly old kids.
Don't watch my theory craft videos.
Yeah, so I don't know, so that's my theory, is, like, they just don't care about the ones who, like, don't make it the whole way.
But, like, there are people, like, they'll be like, oh, this one's real strong.
Yeah, this one ascended past gold and went to space with his 4 wings and is deciding to join the flock or whatever. I don't know.
What could possibly be beyond gold? Space.
You get a space badge.
Space Camaro.
Yeah.
So you can pick up your space Stacy.
Exactly. So, yeah, that was... Yeah, I like... I like the concept of that. That's my like theory going through this, but like, yeah, I want to talk more about that, but we should like continue on with the proper path here.
Current, yeah, the chronological.
So like, yeah, they were talking about that, and then the friggin' Lyndon gets the info bomb. That it's like, yeah, that like test you guys do is bullshit. The test is the most bullshit thing ever. It just means the one you're best at. And it's like, you're not an actual sacred artist until you master all 4.
Yeah.
And you've been secretly doing all of them at the same time. It's like one of those, it was like a non-cheesy version of saying, the power was within you all along.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my god.
He's got like
I forgot I murdered someone today.
The best part about like the description of that scene is like, it's I wouldn't say anime, but it's like the image I see when he's realizing this, he's literally got tears in his eyes. I imagine like just head up, like, can you imagine a camera angle where the head's almost facing the camera but like tilted up a bit to the side? He's got huge puppy dog eyes with tears streaming out of them, like with a little like kind of frowny face, a pouty face, and just hair blowing in the back.
Yeah, and then the OP starts playing, but it's like an instrumental version.
It's the most like chibi kawaii Lyndon I could possibly think of.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, and Yaren was like legit pissed about it, because she even, before that talk at the end there, she even brings it up before the whole like final kind of climax showdown thing. She's like, yeah, no, this is bullshit. Like, my master would have killed your entire clan just straight up for the dumb crap they're teaching you.
Yeah, for the dumbest shit ever. It's just like, it really like helps you understand it, because like when you're going into it, you think that that's how things work. You think that's how the world works. So that's how Lyndon was brought up with it, and that's how you were introduced to it through exposition. So you were brought up with it like Lyndon was. And at the very end, when you get the truth bomb that Lyndon gets, you get to experience it at the same time. It's like, hey, wait a minute. What do you mean, like...
This dude's been messed around for...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's... Oh, man, I could talk about that concept a little bit more broadly, but we'll focus on this.
I think it's cool that there's, like, 4, like... Well, they're not paths. Like, they're like... But they're kind of like paths.
How do you mean?
Like striker and ruler and stuff like that.
Oh,
like...
yeah, shoot. I guess, like... There's a proper word, like a terminology, but... Yeah, so they, like, I guess, different kind of specialties.
Yeah, but they're different from paths, right?
Yes, they're different.
So,
These
like,
are more just, like, the kinds of techniques you would use.
Yeah, so, like, there's, like, the Path of the White Fox, but that's not one of the, like, the 4 things. The 4 things are just, like... ways of using the thing.
Like your general kind of style, or like the style of the technique you're using. So
okay, yeah.
Striker would be in a very kind of broad sense, like what's his empty palm technique would kind of be like a striker, as she says.
Yeah.
Or something very straightforward offense. A striker technique would also be maybe like a kamehameha, I guess.
Yeah.
Ruler would be when you are I believe ruler almost specifically like implies you are affecting the the aura around you. So it's not coming from you. It's not the madra that you've already cycled in your system. And
yeah, it's something you're affecting the world
before
around
you even take it in, you're affecting the world around you.
And then the other one is like...
Enforcer is more just, it's more a little bit defensive.
But it's your physical...
Yeah, it's more physical. It's not completely physical, but more physical and defensive, more brute force melee.
And then the forger is like just crafting with it.
Yeah, so a forger would be like Duretz. He forged the rocks over his shoulder and threw them at Lyndon, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's like...
But they are not tied to any one kind of mode.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's like a universal thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Because Lyndon is then like... I don't know if he has like... Oh, like... If he has like... Okay, so let's say like it's all percentage, right? If you're like... If you're more aligned with being a striker, that's like you have like a 75% in that, and then like a 25% in all the other things, or something like that. Does Lyndon have like a 50% in everything?
So yeah,
0% in everything.
So you would assume Lyndon was 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%. He's got no specific thing he's really good at.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like an anime protagonist in that way.
Yeah.
That's the generic kind of anime thing. But it's also kind of implied like, he was weak enough that it didn't react to him whatsoever. Because you would think it would at least like shimmer when he was the first time he took it, like when he was 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
It would have at least shimmered then, but it didn't. And then when he was older, it did kind of shimmer without any of his tricks.
Yeah, it's true.
So I believe she says like just because you started 2 steps back doesn't mean like you are actually soulless or anything, like unsouled, right?
Yeah.
It's like you just have to work a little bit harder.
Yeah, I like how he's coming up with his own path.
Mm-hmm.
Path of Twin Stars is really, really cool. Like, I like how that's like going to be a thing.
Yeah, definitely. it's I mean, everyone wants to. I feel like one of my big things going into fantasy is that I want to see just this. Someone kind of, at least if not forging their own path, which is literally what he's doing. I love people bending the rules.
Yeah.
I like that. I like being in on like something that no one else knows.
Yeah.
So we're with a character who's bending the rules, figuring new stuff out, or even just forging his own way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to moments where somebody tries to like punch his core and it'll just like not work.
I mean, that can definitely happen to him too, I would assume. At least from what we see earlier on, like his sister does it to him, right?
Yeah.
Only in her case, she injects her specific kind of madra into him, so he gets all loopy and like sees flowers dancing. And
it's because it's like White Fox Madra.
Yeah, the thing is like, what is it like? It can work on him, first of all, because he's weaker than her, so it just affects him anyway.
Yeah.
I think there also might be some weird stipulation where because he's pure madra, theoretically it might be able to be done to him too.
Yeah.
But it can't be done between actual like other specific cultivation madra people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, there's a lot to figure out in this universe.
It's because there's a lot you can chew on. But I think it's really cool. I think it's neat that like each of his cores will like you can align each of them to a different thing. Mm-hmm. So like he's like, oh yeah, I'll take one of my cores and I'll make that a sword thing, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with the other one, but I'll do something with it. Something I would love to see. Here's what I want to see. So this is probably what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I want to see him like split it again. And again. And again. I want to see him split it like several, like whenever he wants to start a new thing, he's like, all right, hold on. And he's like, let me just like create a new save file. And just like splits it again.
What's that term when you're like, when you've got a fear of like holes and stuff?
Like
that's just invoking like trypophobia or whatever it's called.
Yeah. It's a reverse hole though. It's like, it's just...
Well, just like because I imagine like if this were turned into like a graphic novel or like a manga, they would of course inevitably like illustrate kind of what all the channels and stuff look like. So I'm imagining like a super advanced Linden with like 8 cores, and I'm just like, ooh.
I just want him to have 50 cores.
50 cores?
50 core Linden.
Like the master of everything.
The master of everything.
That would be so cool. Oh boy. Yeah, you'll have to see.
Yeah, I think that would be really awesome. I want there to be like, I want to know what the time path is. Like
the time path.
Like the ability to control time seems like a pretty sweet path.
Oh yeah, Stacy path.
It's like order.
Yeah, like she's just such a high level that it's like, do we even know if that's a path or anything, right?
Yeah, freaking that actually leads really good into like the epilogue actually, because like I loved like that whole thing where there was like it was very loosely described. Like it was like doing the report, which the report basically said like, okay, here's what's happening in the valley now. Mm-hmm. All the people in Sacred Valley, like in the Wei clan, are probably going to die. Like they're all just going to get murdered.
Yeah.
And the old one is still going to come. And then they're like, do you want to know what the old one is? And he's like, no, I'm good. And like you're just screaming at the book, like I do. Like, what do you mean you don't want to know? You don't want to know a little? Like, it's just.
I'm actually like I'm curious who's requesting all these reports. Like that's what I want to know.
No, it was her. It was Stacy.
Was she? Did it say like she was specifically checking in on Linden? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have missed that. I just thought it was like generic report.
Yeah, she was trying to find out the new fate of the Wei clan. Like she was reporting in.
Like did it say like serials requesting reports?
Well, I mean, basically, like okay. It was like
okay.
Yeah, it was like what it was somebody requesting what's going on with Linden, and like it said what was going on with Linden, and then it's like, do you want to know what's going to happen with the Wei clan now? And then we're like, sure.
I don't care.
And then like they said like the Wei clan is all going to die, and they're like, all right, cool. Do you want to know what the great old one who's going to destroy the whole Sacred Valley is going to do? And then she's like, no, I'm good.
That's like it's some like weird attention to detail. Like she's so concerned with like, I don't want to disrupt fate, that she's like, let's just double check on the Wei clan, make sure things are going like how I think they should be going. The old one, yeah, no, I know about the old one. Forget it.
Yeah, it's like it's fine. Like, I don't need to see that. And you're like, I want to see that. So that was definitely Serial, like checking in.
Okay.
Like for sure. Like it didn't say that. But like
the context of like how
but like in terms of the context, checking in on Linden, checking in on how time was still going, and then immediately going into a Serial chapter.
Yeah.
Like it was her.
I still miss so many details even on this reread. Like it's
So like and then it goes into her, and she's like, boy, this planet sure is dead. And then like there's a guy who's just like supposed to kill planets, I guess. He has a scythe.
Did she say his name?
She did several times.
Osriel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it Asriel?
Osriel.
Osriel. Yeah, it's the like angel of death in like
more or less
in like in Judeo-Christian mythology. It's like the angel of death.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah.
Wow, that shows how little I know about.
Yeah.
Cool. I've learned something today.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like he's got a big old scythe.
So then, who's Cyril? And
fuck, I don't know.
Google it after, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea. But like, yeah, Osriel, whatever you want to call it, like it's definitely based off the angel of death.
Okay. Yeah, no, okay. I thought you meant his actual name.
I mean, I didn't get to see the actual spelling of his name, but
maybe it's like
when it was pronounced. I remember like saying like, oh hey, yeah, it's based off of that.
Okay,
it's clearly based off of that. If not, that's the biggest coincidence I've ever heard of.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of shit going on that.
Yeah, and they're like
not really privy to.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about it, and she's just like, And then there was like Blue Devil, who he was just like, what was his whole deal again?
Blue Devil,
the guy who she was talking to, the other judge.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that was. Oh shoot, was that Asriel or Gadriel?
No, it was not the guy with the scythe. It was a new guy.
No, sorry. There's like an Aziel. There's like there's another one. There's Gadriel or Gadriel.
I think that's also an angel, but I'm not positive.
Yeah.
If I hear the end like ale, then that basically means angel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Like
Makiel, maybe. No. Okay. Anyway.
No. They didn't see it, but I glared at Cedric. But yeah, so like there's some interesting stuff going on there. I want to know more about that. I think that was really, really cool. But I guess I'll get to hear more about that in the next one.
In Soulsmith.
Yeah. That's actually the next one. It's called Soulsmith?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah. You'll figure some stuff out.
Yeah. I just need to actually get the book.
So for the short term, I believe your desire was for like the short term.
Oh, for my desire for the short term, I want to see Linden make 50 cores.
Yeah. And then any desires for the long term?
I want to see Linden make 52 cores.
Okay. So more cores.
More cores.
Incite the trypophobia in me. What you expect to happen.
All right, well, we can talk about the long term, like for real though. I would like to know more about the overall problem that Suriel is dealing with.
So yeah, like Osriel Gate or whatever it is.
Yeah. Fuck off. But yeah, I want to know more about that. And then other wants, I want to see more power. I want to see higher power levels.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see somebody dwarf. Why can't I remember her name? Edgelord.
Yeren?
Yeah, I want to see somebody dwarf Yeren in power. I want to see Linden make some cool, like, powerful stuff. But yeah, it'll be really cool. If the next book is a Soul Smith, then that'll be really interesting because like that's what Linden wanted to do.
Yeah, he wanted to forge things.
He wanted to make things like his mommy.
He's an artist like you and I.
Yeah, I mean that's a stretch.
He's not. He doesn't really have like an artist's mind, does he?
Oh, I was talking about us, but okay.
Hey, come on, be nice to yourself.
But anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to for the future. I guess But what do I expect to happen?
Yes.
I expect almost from another point of view. I know nothing about the next book, like literally nothing. Mm-hmm. But I would almost expect it to be from like another character's point of view.
All of it?
No, not all of it. But I would expect like maybe the next book has a different main character who is introduced to Linden.
Oh, so you mean start like fleshing out the world, points in the world more?
Yeah. So it would like do the same exposition with like a new character who's like dealing with his own problems, and then like Linden, and you literally just said the name a second ago. Yeren.
I love pronouncing your name like that. I'm right. You're wrong if you say Yeren. Sorry to Travis Baldry, who actually does the audio.
All right. Well, Linden and Yardle will run into this person. And then like and then they'll go on adventures and then do their own thing. That's what I expect to happen.
I just want to call her Yarnum from now on.
Yodel.
It's almost like a Picano or like where it's like a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of storylines all happening all over the place.
I hope it's a bunch of storylines, to be honest.
Delivered a bit more slowly. Okay.
Because like there's so much to explore.
Yeah.
You could really do that.
And then last but not least, we know your initial please no, which is you don't want to see a love story.
I don't want to see a love story.
Any other please no's? Or?
Well, I mean, to be honest, like now that I know like Lyndon and Yokel's like personalities, like if they did have a romantic relationship, that would be like the funniest, like most unhealthy relationship ever, which would be hilarious. So I actually wouldn't mind that at this point. I'm not cheering for it by any means, but if it happens, I'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I guess I'm kind of with you. I don't really want to see Lyndon or Yeet get together either. I just want to see like a progression path, and I just want to see them get real strong together.
Yeah, it'd be
business
nice.
Husband and wife.
I don't want to see Lyndon like back down. Like I want to see him like not let the trauma of murdering a person previously like hold him back.
My read on him so far is like he seems like the kind of guy who'd be like, I do what I got to do.
Yeah.
So I think
because like what I don't want to see, because we've already had like the scene where like he murdered somebody and felt really shitty about it. But I don't want him to like I don't want to have a scene where like he has to kill somebody again and is like completely crippled and then
and then we go into like this angst and
and then Yadel has to tell him like, dude, fucking shut up, like, because I know she'll have to do that, and I'll be like right there with her where I'm like, just fucking do your job. Like I'll understand her point of view, but I don't want to have to deal with that point of view. Like I'll be like, I know what's gonna happen, you're gonna get over this shit or you're not gonna get over it, and both of them are like, I'm
kind of with you. Like I realize a lot of that is you need to flesh characters out. You need to make them more than just two-dimensional. But I just, no matter what I'm reading, it's so easy to make those self-doubt or angsty bits drag on.
Don't get me wrong. I loved how they did it in this book. I like how they did not glorify murder. It really like told you how horrifying doing something like that to somebody is. How
but it's a good pacing, right?
It's not glorious. It was like it was really, really good for the pacing because it was like really, really fast, and then it like stopped. The second he killed somebody, he's like, oh shit, I did a real bad. And like that was good. I don't want to see it again. Like
at the very least, like I don't think we'll have to worry too much because this isn't really a spoiler, but like every book is around 100,000 words. So there's very much
100,000 words.
Yeah, it's
really short.
Like between it's usually between about 85 and 110.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But it's very clear that Will's very good at pacing because he sticks to that. He's very, very disciplined about sticking to that and making it work. So even if we do see a bit of angst from Lyndon, I'm fairly certain we can expect Yuffie just to slap him out of it real quick anyway.
Yeah, so. Literally slap him out of it. Not even like talk to him about it. Just start slapping the boy until he like starts killing people, like without even saying any words.
Now I kind of just want to see like an abusive relationship.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Like it would be so gloriously unhealthy. Like have a little disclaimer. It says, "Do not treat your SO like this. Do not let them. If you are in this kind of situation, leave immediately. Even if they have scary sword powers, just leave."
So that's pretty much it for this book. We are going to be almost jumping into Soulsmith. We're going to take a bit of a break, like a 1 or 2 week break.
That's how long until I get my next Audible credit.
And then we'll see you then. We'll continue the adventures of Loco and YOLO. And
I mean, I gotta say though, like it was good. My trust in you has improved. I appreciate your taste now. I like that.
And this is not going to be just this, by the way. We do plan on doing other series. So he's going to get me into something.
I want us to cover something that's like actual. I don't know what it's going to be, but something that's actually got like a bad name to it that's like actually good.
Oh,
like because this was like going into
we both go in blind, or
well, no, like because like this book, like I was like, you were like, oh, this is good. I'm like, well, I haven't heard anything bad about it. So like it's probably going to be good, and then it was. Like,
so something like you could recommend to me, like I know you've heard bad things.
Like what's something that's I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but like something that's like considered real bad that I just think is actually like quite good.
Like if I hadn't already started reading it, Name of the Wind, for instance, right?
Yeah, but that's like with that book. I'm a huge fan of it, but like the people who aren't a fan of it, I totally understand why they're not a fan of it, and that's totally okay. I get it. Like there's a certain thing you draw from it, and if you do not draw that thing from it, and then you're good.
Wizard's first rule, but we read the entire series.
No. I read that first book.
I was really hoping like we could just end it on that. I was just like, no.
No. No, I am not a Terry Goodkind fan. I'm so sorry. I can't get into that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we could even open that a lot. Like, obviously, we're not just going to jump into any random suggestion. But if you have suggestions, we can maybe consider. We could talk back and forth about that. And yeah, let us know if you have any ideas for something where we could be like, trust me, it's good.
Yeah. And then like I hope to either love the thing that is suggested or to tear it apart gleefully, because none of you know where I live, so you can't come get me.
Shit on your favorite things.
Yeah. That's the new series. Shit on your favorite things.
I am an adult, after all.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm an adult and I really don't act like one.
Exactly.
We'll be back soon with Soulsmith, but yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.